2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go, go, go. Unbelievable stuff there. Absolutely brilliant here. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant here. Unbelievable stuff there. We got 2 in the bed there. We've got 3 in the bed moment here. Unbelievable stuff there. What a move! What a move there! Good evening everyone and welcome to the CWC Racing League. This is Season 6, Round 9. I think it's Round 9. Round 9, yeah, Round 9. We're at the glorious close race of the Austrian Grand Prix. It's looking forward to this track, to be fair. It should be an absolute classic, to be fair. But normally with everything going on, we've had some slight sad news, shall we say, from yesterday. The real life F1 commentator of Murray Walker has passed away. He sadly passed away at the age of 97. He was without doubt one of the bestest ever commentators ever, period. But yeah, should be like I said, he is without doubt one of the bestest commentators ever, and no one can match him. No one can match him at all. For all the youngsters and for all the old ones, shall we say, he is without doubt an iconic commentator, and he's one of my heroes as well. And try and bring all the enthusiasm into all the commentary that I do for all the leagues that I commentate on. But yeah, it's just very sad that hopefully we'll try and get. I will be doing my minute pause on the stream when we go on to the qualifying. I'm hoping that the drivers will hold on, but I will get that clarified with them in a moment too. But before we carry on, guys, let's give you a bit of an update for the LeagueRacing TV channel, which are live exclusive for you guys on here. Obviously Mondays and Tuesdays is obviously the CWC Racing League live exclusive for you guys right here, right now. And then you got the TTML for Divisions 1 to 5, obviously Division 1 on Tuesdays. Divisions 2 and 3 on Thursdays, and 4 and 5 on Fridays, all at the same time at 8 PM. You got the EML, which is the Esports Masters League, Formula 1 and Formula 2. Formula 1 is at 8 PM, Formula 2 is on at 7 PM as well. And then TTML Formula 2, which is on the Sundays at 8 PM. We've got a vacant on the Saturday, but obviously those are the lineups for this week, guys, and should be an absolute classic as well. But let's go straight to the track video and give you a bit of an update of how the track we are going to be at the Austrian Grand Prix, the Red Bull Ring as well, and it's one of those short iconic tracks at Spielberg as well. So this is without doubt a perfect way to try and get some good points tonight. Obviously it's 4.318 kilometers with 2.683 miles. There'll be 10 turns, 3 DRS? Yeah, 3 DRS zones. 3 DRS zones. Turn 3 is the one where we're going to see more overtakes galore. I expect a 3 in the bed quite a lot here tonight. I expect quite a lot of 3 in the beds, to be fair. Thank you to Echo Meister, who... Oh no, I think it's Eckermeister. No, it's not. But yeah, it should be Eckermeister. I'm hoping it is anyway. But if it is, thank you, mate. If not, it's someone else. So thank you for that, for doing the hot lap. And we come up to turn 3, which is the one where the heavy braking point. Then we come up to the DRS zone. We missed the first lot of the DRS, but this is the second lot, as we can see. Then we come up to, which is turn 4, which is the heavy braking point. Try and get a good rhythm going, because you will lose out massively. If you start off slow and then go quick, you will gain a few tenths. And then here at turn 6, which is the part where end of the second sector into the third, passing to turn 8, you can easily hit the left hand side of the gravel. This is where penalties will be kicking in, and people need to be obliged with the white lines as well, because people could abuse it or cannot go in properly. We're going to go straight, but thank you anyway for the hot lap. We're going to go straight to the driver standings. Obviously, Kira D is in pole position in first place. Then you got Carlsberg in second. Sorry, Kira D is with first place with 125 points. Carlsberg is in second with 116 points. He's catching up. He's really, really catching up, and you cannot afford, and I will say this again, you cannot afford to give Carlsberg any chances, and he's catching up, to be fair. You got Mikey, who's in third with 78 points. Leroy's in fourth with 65 points. Cameron Armstrong is in fifth with 54 points. Wilson is in sixth with 51 points. Christian Pizio is in 7th with 49 points. Juan is in 8th with 44 points. Corey Snook is in 9th with 35 points. Watkins is in 10th with 33 points. And the rest are under 33 points. So much at stake, and you cannot afford to make any mistakes at all. So let's go straight to the constructors quickly. Just a sec, guys. I will just give a mention to the head admin to make sure. Just bear with me a sec. But yeah, for the constructor standings, we got the Red Bull team, who's in first with 175 points. You got the Ferrari team, who's in second with 151 points. Then you got Racing Point, which is in third with 119 points. Then you got the Williams, who's in fourth with 78 points. Then you got the Renault, who's in fifth with 62 points. Mercedes is in 6th with 52 points. I expected the Mercedes to push on, to be fair, but again, I'm more surprised with the Racing Point, to be fair. I've been really surprised with the Racing Point team, but they're doing really well. They're doing really well, to be fair. Mercedes needs to step up a gear, because I expect them to do well in the top 3, or like 3rd and 4th. They were more or less there last time out. So Alpha Tower is in 7th with 49 points. Then you got the Haas team, who's in 8th with 32 points. Alfa Romeo is in 9th with 24 points, and in bottom place, in 10th place, with McLaren with 16 points. So that is your standings. We should be able to kick off in about a few minutes' time. So we should be able to kick off now and again. Yeah. We should. I'm hoping the guys will, the drivers will respect my 1 minute agreement, shall we say, for the late and the great Murray Walker, who sadly passed away at the age of 97. Rest in peace, and condolences to all the Walker family. he was without doubt one hell of a commentator, and he will never be forgotten. He will never ever be forgotten. Oh God! Whoops! Wrong button. Thought I was ready. Just bear me a sec, guys. We should. So we should be able to start off, but yeah, as you can see with the drivers, everyone's going to be all set and ready to go. And looks like we're all going to be starting now. So if you are watching the stream, guys, thank you so much for joining. I think I've told the head admin to get the drivers to stay in the garage for just 1 minute. It'd only be 1 minute, but he is without doubt one of the bestest ever commentators in all our generation, Murray Walker, an idol, an absolute legend, an absolute classic, and that's how I get my enthusiasm and bring the stuff into to all the leagues that I commentate on as well. And it's just a sad day for all F1 motorsports and for everyone in general, whoever hears his voice as well. So 4 minutes silence as soon as we get in. But yeah, we're just waiting for some of the drivers to get themselves pick their tyres, and we should be able to have a more or less a big grid, shall we say, to kick off. But yeah, it should be carry on as well. So Austria is one of those classic tracks, I'm hoping anyway. But we'll be a minute silence, guys, in due respect to Murray Walker, who sadly passed away at the age of 97 yesterday. I'd like to thank all the drivers at CWC for waiting in the garage and pay due respect to Murray Walker, who sadly passed away at the age of 97. Much respect to all the drivers and much respect to all at CWC Racing League. Thank you guys, much appreciated as well. Let's go back to bring some action galore, shall we say, at the CWC Racing League. Let's have a look at Leo Tool. He's on the medium tyres, so if I remembered it right, with the tyre wear is at this track, it's definitely a one-stop if it's a dry race, if it's a dry race, but I've not heard anything since, so we'll have to find out from the weather crew in a moment or two. But from everyone's perspective, you can start off on the mediums, but I've seen people go on the softs and do like 102s or 101s. So that's what I'm expecting it to see. I'm expecting it to hit the 102s, probably 101s, 102s. That is the time to beat, as my prediction with the time itself. Just waiting for Leo Tour to try and get some rhythm going. I think majority of the drivers have gone out because the clouds are getting a little bit darker. So here we go. So can Leo Tool try and produce the goods? So let's see what he can try and do. Coming up to the last corner at turn 10, and he's starting off his qualifying lap now. So it should be kicking off. Right here, right now, coming up to the first corner. You can easily cut that corner. And you can see, you can go wide and you can invalidate your lap. And let's go to Carsberry. Carsberry is second in the order itself. And he hasn't cut that corner. You have to try and get within 16 seconds. That is the time to beat. 16 seconds. Much less than that, obviously. But if you can do that, that'll be massive. We've got yellow flags as sector 1, I believe. Still watching Eric Carsberry now. Coming up to turn 4. Heavy braking point. So, Brazio has got the... Well, Brazio did have the qualifying time. Then it was Kieran D. And then it was Dylan De Vries who did a 1 minute 3.470. So I expect Carsberry to hit the 102s. Looks like Mike has just missed out on pole position by 0.08 of a second. He'll be fuming at Dylan. But will Dylan be fuming at Carsberry? Let's see. I tell you what, he will be, because he's just got pole position with a 103 flat. 103 flat. That was really good there from Carsberry. He really is stepping up again, because he really needs to try and get that championship back. His championship form back into play. Faulkner, who's just moved to 7th place at the moment. Watkins did a 104.5, I believe. 104.5 on the mediums. Not enough to try and do a lap. I'm trying to see who else is out. It looks like Hoshi is doing his out lap now. So let's see what he can try and do through his times itself. So just see what he can try and do. So Hoshi, who's obviously, he's proved me wrong on a few occasions where I did not expect him and like Star is Born to do well, or Eduardo to do well in the constructors, but they've proved me wrong. The McLaren team needs to try and boost up quickly, but it looks like both the McLarens are not there at all. So let's see. Hoshi's already invalidated his lap, but hopefully won't invalidate his last lap. We'll just have to wait and see. No, so Jamie Morris has just got pole position now with a 102.7, so he's hit the 102s. That's what I'm expecting to hit. I expect the people to hit the 102s, and it happened. Hoshi's just got obviously he hasn't got time just yet, obviously, but overall still within, might be able to, well, it's on the medium tyres to be fair, so he needs to try and do a good rhythm going. Coming up to the second, well, it's already in the second sector, coming at the end of the second sector now. Like I say, you can easily turn 6 if you don't, and the curbs are deadly. The curbs are absolutely deadly, and if they cannot produce the goods, you will lose out massively. You will absolutely lose out massively. And Hoshi is coming up to the last few corners now, and he will be a 104.745. A 104.745. Not enough. Not enough to get into the top 10. Looks like Leo Tour is on the soft tyres now. So let's see what you can try and do on the soft tyres. If you have commented on the stream, guys, I will have a look at it in a moment too. I really don't want to miss out on the action itself. But I hope everyone's all okay, well, and staying safe. Hopefully we'll be out of this COVID scenario as well. And Leo Tool has invalidated his lap, but I would have liked to have known what time he would have had. So we got Wilson, who's in who's just replaced Cameron just for tonight. So let's see what Wilson can do. He was doing really well last few races when he was participating as well. So Wilson, who's trying to push on. So Wilson trying to... obviously he's in 6th place. 7/10 off, so 103.4. Looks like Dunn has moved up to... Well, aka Juan has moved up to 2nd place. It looks like someone's just moved up. Kreft has moved up to 5th. So Robin Kreft has moved up to 5th place. Kieran D has moved up to 3rd with a 103 flat. Still not... Just ahead of Carlsberry. Just ahead of Carlsberry, but not enough. Not enough. I'm just trying to see if... oh, he's not improving his time. Conceptual. Snook. Is Snook going to improve his time? So let's see if Snook can try and improve his time, or will he try and lose that. Oh, he's only 900 slower on the 1st sector. Keep an eye on him, actually. Keep an eye on him to see what he can try and do. Eduardo has moved to 6th place with a 103.1. So absolutely fantastic scenes, to be fair. So let's see how Corey Snook can try and go past into turn 6. He's a 10 slower. He could get close. I reckon he could get a 103.1, you know. It could be close to himself and Carlsberry. But it just all depends. Well, Carlsberry's just got improved his time 102.8. Not enough close. And Corey Snook, 103 flat. 103 flat. To be precise, and he's moved himself up to 6th place. Carlsberry moves up to 2nd, but not enough. So just trying to see. It's Dylan De Vries who's in 9th place at the moment. He's done a 103.4. So let's see what time we can do. We've got a yellow flag set to 1. Hopefully Dylan needs to try and get rid of that, try and get as much of that slipstream as possible. And he's only a 10th off Morris. 15.6 is the 1st sector. That's impressive for Morris, to be fair. Really, really impressive. So Carlsberry's moved up to pole position now with a 102.7. His tyre wear's going to have to be shot now. His tyre wear's going to have to be shot. Dylan De Vries is 3/10 slower on his best time. So to see what he can try and do. Come up to the last few corners. Oh, he's invalidated his lap. He will not be happy. He will not be happy with that. Leo Tor doing that. Conceptual. It's 2/10 off. And he was, I believe... I think it was 8/10 or 6/10, I believe. So 6/10 slower on Carlsberry's time. But at the moment, Connor, he's to be fair though, on the race pace he's all right, but he's just struggling in the qualifying. He's improved his last sector, but not enough. And you could see the time from him to Carlsberry in 1st is a 2nd difference. That is mad. That is mad. Hoshi is going to do his lap. I'm just going to have a look at which ones I've not watched yet. Actually, I'm going to have a look at Mikey. Mikey was in 10th. He was in the top 2 about 10 minutes ago. So, not sure what's going on from his point of view. But hopefully he'll try and get... Oh, is he still kept it? He still kept it. You always worry about that 1st sector, well, the 1st corner. If you can't master that 1st corner, oh, he's 300 slower. 300 slower on Carlsberry. Could Mikey try? He's got a bit of cars ahead. He might get a little bit of that slipstream if he's lucky enough. That might help. That might help a little bit. But obviously, if he makes one little mistake, all that slipstream is just going to be pointless. So Mikey's going to try and go past into turn 6 now. He needs to try and get a good... Oh, he's 2/10 slower. Nearly 3/10 slower on the 2nd sector. He needs to try and do something now. He really needs to try and do something. Passing into turn 9. Try and avoid hitting the curb on the left. Kieran D's moved to 3rd with 102.8. Mikey! Moves up to 8th. Not enough to catch up with the top 3 people. Mad scenes at the CWC Racing League. Check them out, guys. We're live exclusive for you guys at the LeagueRacing TV channel. Oh my god, Fergus Wilson did a 102.675. That is really impressive. Really impressive. Done? Is done improved? No, not enough to improve. I want to try and see if he can try and improve. I think he's not going to improve. Is Kieran D going back in? The 2 Red Bulls are going back in. So I believe Jerry Morris. Yes. Carlsberry. Wilson out of nowhere getting ahead of Carlsberry. And that's what you need. So let's see what Wilson can get back in. Oh, she's back in. And Connaughton, Faulkner is on his out lap. So obviously between 1st and 15th it's like 1.1 seconds of the gap. That is mad. Absolutely mad, to be fair. So here we go. Can Faulkner try and do his lap? So I'm just trying to see what he can try and do. Mikey has retired. Mikey has retired in 9th. He doesn't feel like he can improve his time from 5/10. So let's see how Faulkner can try and do. He's 2/10 slower. He's 2/10 slower on his against Wilson's time. But see what he can try and do. Faulkner trying to pass into turn 4 into turn 5, then into turn 6. 2 minutes 40 left, guys. 2 minutes 40 left. Who will try and stop Fergus Wilson of the pole position time? Faulkner trying to push on now. Is he going to go back into the pits? It's a shame because he was on his best time. He was on his best time. Who have I not mentioned? Who have I not seen? Kreft. I haven't watched Robin for a while, to be fair. Let's see what I can try and do. So here we go. Can Robin trying to get a good time? He's at the moment. He's in 10th place. Only 6/10 off Wilson's time. He needs to try and get good. Oh no! You can't afford to make a mistake at turn 1. He was feeling under a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure. Yeah, Juan, aka Dunn, who's in 5th place. So let's see what he can try and do. I mean, I don't know what you have to do to stop these guys. Oh my god, I thought he was going off track then. He's trying to walk his tyres. Yellow flag set to 3. Trying to... I don't know if Dunn can get back in. Here we go. Can Dunn do it now? Pardon me. Here we go. Let's see what he can try and do. Right, one last chance saloon. Oh no, he won't. He will not improve his time because it was invalidate his lap. So all that build up. So he'll be fuming. Kieran D will try and do his lap. Wilson has retired from the session. Yellow flag set to 1. Looks like Snook is out. Morris is out of the session. And let's see if Kieran D can try and improve. He needs to try and get into the 15. Oh, he's 300 slower. Where's Carlsberry? Carlsberry's going to do his lap in now. Carlsberry will be able to try and do his lap. So, last chance saloon. Last chance saloon for all these drivers tonight. So here we go again. Kieran D coming up to turn 4. Lock up at turn 4. Leo Tour has just retired from the session. Qualifying has stopped. They have stopped the fans at the Crystal Maze. But I tell you what, they've stopped the qualifying at the CWC Racing League. Who would get pole position at the moment? Wilson is in pole position with 102.674. Just ahead by 300ths of Carsberry. Kieran D's improved his second sector. He can try and do it. He might do it. He might do it. No! He misses out. He misses out by... oh my god. Oh my god. Carsberry. Carsberry's purple. Carsberry's purple on the second sector. Can he try and do it? He needs to try and get a good time. He coming up to the last few corners. This will be the perfect moment! Oh, yes! Oh, beautiful lap! Brilliant lap there from Carsberry. The flying Kimmy Finn has got pole position with a 102.625. Just at the nick of time. What a lap! What a lap! Is Dunn improved? No, Dunn... Oh! Dunn will not improve his time. So yeah, I'm just trying to see who else has not done any laps or retired. So yeah, that's what you see is what you're going to get, guys, for the standings. But yeah, well done to Carsberry, who's got pole position, to be fair. What a lap from him. Here we go. Here are your short qualifying classification for the Austrian Grand Prix. For the CWC Racing League, the F1 League, you've got Carsberry, the flying Kimmy Finn, who's in first. You've got Wilson is in second. Jamie Morris is in third. Kieran D is in fourth. Christian Paseo fifth. Juan sixth. Slookster seventh. Watkins eighth. Dylan's ninth. Eduardo 10th. Mikey 11th. Robin 12th. Carbs 13th, Leroy 14th, Meister 15th, and Hoshi is in 16th place. But look at those times, guys. That's just insane stuff. 102.6 is your perfect time. I think I must have pushed myself by saying we were going to hit the 101s, but 102s was the way forward, and that is what you're going to get, to be fair. We're going to have 36 laps of this iconic Austrian Grand Prix track. So we should be able to kick off in a moment too. Oh, looks like we're about to start anyway without any breaks. So if you are watching the stream, guys, good evening to you all. I will have a look at the comments actually. Jacques, this is low AlphaTauri, only team to score points every race. Yeah, absolutely. Level says, come on, Hazza. Chloe, how you doing? Hope you're going well. This is good evening, Mark. Hope that you're well. I am very well, thank you. Hope you're going well and staying safe as always. Watkins says, best lap I've done all day there. Fair play, Watkins. Fair play on that. So, let me just get the standings quickly. So, obviously, we're on the formation lap, guys. Top 10 will be on the softs. Mikey and Kreft are the only ones who have had just the medium tyres to start off with. And that is not bad to start off, to be fair. Because majority of the drivers will have the softs go off in probably about lap 12, 13 or 14. Obviously, if they go earlier, if there's a safety car, that's the situation going forward. Current conditions is obviously sunny, as you can see, but obviously from everyone's point of view, it will be it should be a classic. I'm hoping this will be an absolute classic for you guys. And what I said, Watkins, fair play to you for doing that lap on 8th place, to be fair, but yeah, how can you get a 102.6 around Austria when You've been pushing all day to get into the 102s or 103s, and you just can't get any closer than that at all. So Eric Colesbury, who's in pole position, is in first place. You've got Wilson is in second. Jamie Morris is in third. Kieran D is in fourth. Brazio is in fifth as well. So formation up will be about to finish off, and two drivers have already had their disqualifications already. I'm not sure who they are. It's one of the AlphaTauris and the Racing Points, which is, I believe, at the back of the grid. So let's see what happens at the race itself. So wish everyone all the very best of luck. Who will try and win the Austrian Grand Prix? Can Colesbury close the gap? 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are go! Go, go, go! Who's at the great start? Who's at the great start? Oh my god, we're at the 3 to bed. We've got a 3 to bed moment. The Mercedes trying to go on the inside. Oh my god, what is going on? Jeremy Morris trying to close the gap onto Wilson, who's in second. Oh my god, look at the back of the grid. Look at the back of the grid. Oh, this is mad at turn 3. Oh, contact. There was contact between, I believe, the Ferrari, Snook and Watkins. So Watkins and Corey Snook. Oh my god, what is going on at the back of the grid? Lock-ups galore at turn 4. And looks like Mikey should try and get into 10th place. Battling out with Rojas. Mikey's going to go around. He's going to go around the outside. Oh my god, what is going on behind? It looks like Leo Torres moved up to 40. De Vries. Dylan De Vries has dropped down to 15th place. But mad scenes at the CWC Racing League to start with already. Juan has moved up to, well, I believe it looks like he moved up a position just before we changed. Looks like Faulkner's trying to make the move. I don't know if some of the drivers have got lost disconnections or what. We've got blue flags. God knows why. Some technical difficulties, as we see. So, just seeing what happens. Kieran D is going to try and get close to Jamie Morris. Jamie Morris is really trying to go for Wilson, while Colesbury is just saying, well, mate, you can't catch me on this tonight. I will make this move perfect on here. So, damn you! So, can Jamie Morris now try and close the gap? Oh my god, Wilson is trying to... Dylan De Vries has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Wilson was 3/10 off the leader, but I think whoever's in 8th, I think that might be Watkins actually. Yeah, it is Watkins. 1 on 6.801 is the fastest lap. Dylan De Vries is in the pits already. Jamie Morris is now going to try and the move into turn 3. No, DRS will be active in the next lap. So trying to see how Fergus can try and hold on for dear life, and you can see there's quite a few battles at the back of the grid. Lock up from Kieran D. Kieran D cannot afford to lose any more points on Colesbury. He needs to stay ahead of Colesbury, because if he doesn't, he will. I think this is his best ever chance to win a title at the CWC Racing League, and you can't afford, and I'll say this again, you cannot afford to make any silly mistakes during that at all. That's the problem. You can't afford to do that. Wilson, it looks like Morris had the fastest up. Then it was, I believe, Brazio who's got the fastest up of the race now, 106.6. And it looks like a time penalty for Corey Snook, who's in 7th place. Now we should have the DRS. DRS should be active. Now it's going to be a DRS feast. Wilson's could have a chance now to hit that overtake button now. Just watching it from his point of view. Let's see what he can try and do to get close. But Colesbury's already using those ERS to that much effect. Trying to have a look to see if there's any other battles beyond the background as well. I do apologise if you're not seeing the flags of the teams for the Haas and for the Alpha Tower. To be fair, I do apologise for that. I'm not sure what's happened, but time penalty. There's a time penalty for Connor Setchell for 3 seconds worth of time penalties. So let's see what he can try and do as well. Corey Luke is going to try and close the gap onto Prezio. Now, oh my God, what's going on? Come on, guys, we want the 3 in a bed. We want a 3 in a bed moment. Come on, that's all we ask for, is a 3 in a bed. Now we've got a chance now for Juan. 2 in a bed now. Finally, we got a 2 in a bed moment. Juan. No, you should have gambled. I think he's playing his cards safe. So Juan trying to make Juan done. Try and push the gap. But obviously majority of the drivers are all like on the soft tyres. It looks like Pazio's had a bit of a back end moment, shall we say, at turn 8. So let's see what's going to happen from his point of view. What's going to happen with Pazio? Pazio's going to try and get close the gap onto Dunn. It looks like who's in 8th place at the moment. Time penalty for Leo Tool. Rojas has got the fastest up of the race at the moment. Leo Tool's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now, so he'll need to be careful. Same with some of the drivers who've got to be careful with their penalties. Looks like Hoshi has moved to 9th. Watkins has dropped down to 10th. Now we should have some more overtakes. Come on! We want some more overtakes. We want some more overtakes. Where is it? Where is the overtakes? It looks like Conor Central and Leo Tool. Oh my God, 2 in a bed. We got a 2 in a bed moment between Leo Tool and Conor Central. Oh no! Yes! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Can you believe this? Can you believe this? 2 side by side. Oh my God! 2. Oh, Leo Tool trying to hold on. Leo Tool trying to hold on for dear life. Oh, Connor was going to be absolutely fuming because that was his best opportunity to get back up to 12th place. Now he's going to be under. Now Leo Tool's going to be under a very lot of pressure. So let's see what he can try to do. Leo Tool trying to defend against Conor Setchell. Setchell trying to go on the inside. Oh my God. Oh. Late braking moment, lock up at turn 3 for Leo Tool. He'll have an opportunity to get himself back up to 12th place. Let's have a look at Conor Setchell. Will have to try and defend on the racing line. Leo Tool will have to try and defend on the right side. There's been a contact between the 2 drivers. Between 11th and 12th. Oh, there's been contact. There's been contact between the 2 drivers. And because those 2 drivers had a bit of a moment, it's brought Kreft and Faulkner into 12th and 13th respectively. So now those 2 drivers will be fuming. Those 2 drivers will be fuming. Try to have a look to see if there's any other action galore. But still, it's been absolutely mad scenes, to be fair. Absolutely mad. Mad scenes. Time penalty. There's a time penalty for Corey Luke. Corey Luke has got the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings again. And he's going to try and make the move into the inside of turn 3. The Red Bull Pazio. The Red Bull Pazio's made a massive mistake. He should have the DRS. He should have the opportunity to get himself back into DRS. Watkins is back up to 10. Oh my God, this is mad. Look at this from the top. Carlsberg is not pulling away, which I expect him to do. He really is struggling. I need to have a look at the bottom, which the tyre wear. The tyre wear for all these drivers. Time penalty. Kieran D has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings now. He'll be fuming because this was be his best opportunity to try and get himself close to Carlsberg. Now, Looks like Morris is trying to avoid the slipstream from everyone else. Trying to get himself back into the racing line now. This is an opportunity to try and get himself away from the pack. But now the Red Bull, Kieran D. Now is a chance for him to close the gap. Looks like done. Will he be outdone himself? Oh my God! Oh, Wilson has made the move into Cosbury, and he's made the move into first place. Oh my God! Unbelievable scenes! Absolutely unbelievable scenes! Oh my God! Outdone himself into fourth. Oh my God! Oh, brilliant moves from Wilson and Juan done. Unbelievable stuff. Brilliant racing from all these drivers. Still watching from the top pack. Where do you go from here? I do not know. I really do not know. So Mad sees fastest up of the race is Wilson now in 106.1. To be fair, if Wilson did not... Oh my God, is Wilson gone wide? No, it was Morris. Morris has gone wide. He's lost a position and now he's going to lose another one to Kieran D. Kieran D is going to get himself trying on the inside. Two in a bed moment. But what a move there from Kieran D. Can Morris bounce back? Morris needs to bounce back. Absolutely brilliant racing. If Murray Walker watched this, he'll be absolutely loving all these battles from all drivers' perspective. Absolutely unbelievable, unbelievable racing. Top notch, guys. Absolutely top notch so far. I don't want to jinx it, but so far, mad scenes. At the moment, Wilson is in the lead in first. You got Cosbury's in second. Juan is in third. Kieran D is in fourth. Morris is in fifth. Snook is in sixth. Pazillo is in seventh. Hoshi is in eighth. You got Rojas in ninth. Watkins is in 10th. Mikey is in 11th. Kraft is in 12th. Faulkner is in 13th. Leo Toole is in 14th. Connor Settrell 15th. And Dylan DeVries, who's the only one who's at the pit stop, in 16th place. And that's after lap 11 of the CWC Racing League, the Casual Weekday Championship. So just trying to see, or be a lock up from Kieran D. Looks like Morris is struggling. Morris is struggling with those tyre wear. So just trying to see if he can try and hold on against the onslaught of Corey Snook. Needs to try and catch up to these guys, because if Jerry Morris wants to try and do well, he'll need to do something. So I'm just trying to see what he can try and do now. So mad scenes. So here we go, Jeremy Morris now trying to make the move into Kieran D. Still the battle for third place is still hotly heated up. But Cosbury, to be fair, Cosbury can just ease off a little bit. Cosbury can just ease off, because as long as it gets ahead of Kieran D, that is still plenty of points and still plenty left to go in this. We're at the halfway marker. Be a lock up from. Looks like Mikey's gone ahead of Watkins for 10th place. Still, Morris trying to hold on in 5th. I'm still trying to have a look to see if there's any other action, but the only one that I could see that still have the best action is Kieran D. But then I've jinxed him now, because he's got another 3-second time penalty. Is he going to the pits? Oh! Who's that? Jeremy Morris had a bit of a light scare. I don't know if Corey Snook did the exact same thing, but majority of the drivers have gone for the medium tyres already. This is the tyre wear that this is going to happen now. Oh my God, Wilson's struggling. Wilson has just lost the back end. Wilson just lost the back end of that car now. Cosbury's now try and close the gap into turn 4. Well, I will not be surprised if Wilson or Carsway will try and go into the pits this lap. Mikey could get ahead of Hoshi, which he does for 6th place. So Mikey is doing an alright race so far, because some of the drivers have gone into the pits already. So he's got 5 different drivers ahead in 5 different teams, trying to get ahead into the perfect position of pole position in 1st place. It looks like Rojas has got into the pits. Faulkner's got a 3-second time penalty. Bazilla's got a 3-second time penalty. Jerry Morris has got a 3-second time penalty. So we've got penalties galore, which people do not need to do in this stage. I'm surprised Wilson and Carsbury have not pitted yet. I am very, very surprised, because their tyre wear is absolutely shot. Their tyre wear is going to be absolutely shot. Ryoma Hoshi is trying to close the gap. His biggest move at the moment with 10 positions. So let's see how. Hoshi can try and close the gap. So trying to see what's going to happen, but he will have a bit of slipstream, I believe. The DRS, sorry, he does as well. So Carsbury, and now Carsbury's going to the pits. Wilson is staying out another lap. Let me have a look at Wilson's tyre wear. To be fair, Morris has got the fastest lap of the race now with a 1:05. Corey Stuke has got the fastest lap of the got the time penalty of 3 seconds. Time penalty. Morris has now got the fastest lap of the race. 31%. That is not good for Wilson. He needs to pit now, because the gap is going to be shot. The gap is going to be shot. Juan has not... Look, the tyre wear on the left is not looking great for both drivers at all. It should not be green. We do apologise. It should be red. So Wilson has gone into the pits now, same as Juan. So Mikey should be holding on, won't be going on, will be carrying on a bit more longer than ever before. There's one. Robin with the mediums should be going a little bit longer, probably about lap 22. So lap 22, trying to see. So Carlsberg's just gone ahead of Morris. So let's have a look at Morris's car point of view, because Carlsberg's just add a bit of extra tyre wear grip. Carlsberg's making a move on to Wilson. This is going to cost. This is going to cost. This is going to cost Wilson. Well, Carlsberg's made the move on Wilson. Oh, what a move from Carlsberg. Brilliant move there from Carlsberg. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. So, brilliant stuff from Carlsberg. So, Hoshi is going to the pits now. So now, Wilson's going to be struggling. Well, to be fair though, Wilson's got the tyre wear, but his tyre wear is not up to speed. And now Morris is going to try and make the move. Morris is going to try and make the move. I tell you what, there's going to be contact at some point between these two drivers. If they don't be careful, look at this. They've got to be careful. So Morris is going to try and make the move on the inside. Just at the nick of time. I don't know if he caught any from from Wilson's point of view, but Wilson, who gone on a little bit longer than before, hopefully that's not going to bite his head off to lose out on the positions itself. But bear in mind though, guys, bear in mind he has got a bit of tyre wear compared to the other two drivers. So that's what you need. And Kieran D, who's he went on to the mediums. He's getting closer to Robin Kraft. So Kieran D should make the move on to Robin Kraft. Kraft, he's going to have to go on the outside. Keep it on the inside. Keep it on the outside. Should go on to the inside at turn 3. Another time penalty for Dylan De Vries. Dylan De Vries is going to try and improve his time as quickly as possible. So here we go. Kraft has lost out that position. Now Carlsberg is going to have to try and push now to get ahead. Oh no! Crash! There's been a crash. There's got to be the safety car. That was a virtual safety car. Just as I was watching Jamie Morris has just lost the back end. And because of that, bang. Like a slip bang moment. And the wheel and the wing, the whole car is gone. He'll be fuming at that. He'll be absolutely fuming at that. So now, the virtual safety car, for the guys who are pitting now, like the medium runners, this is a good opportunity for the softs. Now, this will be a good opportunity for the softs. So, Kieran D, 2 seconds ahead of Carlsberg. Now, let me put the tyre wear back just for a brief moment. So the tyre wear, obviously Carlsberg is on 88% as the max. Well, I say max. That's like the as earliest he can be. But with Kieran D, well, there's a bit of a battle between Wilson and some of the guys. Kieran D is on 77%. So 10% more on Carlsberg's point of view. That is massive, considering that could be vital near the end of the race. That is the big question. Can Kieran D, who really needs to try and get some perfect laps. I don't know if he'll be able to carry on, but watch out for MDJ and Mikey and Kraft with their soft tyre runs. So Corey Stuke is just trying to close the gap on to Juan for 4th place on lap 20 and 36. Kieran D is in the lead in 1st. Carlsberg is in 2nd. Wilson is in 3rd. Juan is in 4th. Corey Stuke is in 5th. Christian Pazillo is in 6th. Mikey is in 7th. Rojas is in 8th. Robin Kraft is in 9th. Hoshi is in 10th. Leo Tool is in 11th. Watkins is in 12th. Faulkner is in 13th. Colin Central is in 14th. And Dylan De Vries is in 15th. With Jamie Morris is the only casualty driver with the DNF tonight. And also Leo Tool and Watkins having a bit of a scrap. I'm going to watch this battle actually for a bit. So Leo Tool and Watkins are having a good battle for 11th and 12th. Looks like Mikey's got the fastest of the race, but Juan has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So this could be casualty for all these drivers. So now Leo Tool with the DRS now should be getting close to the gap onto. Here we go. Can he try and make the move? 2 in the bed. We got a 2 in the bed moment. Also Leo Tool. He is not the fool to try and make the perfect. Well, he makes the perfect move. That's why he's not the fool on there. So Watkins will try and bounce back as well. We've got a bit of a battle between 4th, 5th and 6th. Hoshi in 10th and Leo Tool and Watkins as well. So these two lots of battles galore. And also Robin Kraft Cleft has got the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Mikey's got the fastest on the race, 105.505. It's a tongue twister. So mad racing, to be fair, from all these guys. Pazio is getting close to Snook for 5th place. Let's see if Christian Pazio can try and close the gap on to Corey Snook. But it looks like more Corey Snook is to try and close the gap onto Juan for 4th place. Kieran D is doing an absolutely magnificent job at the minute, 4 seconds ahead of Carsberry. But as I said, his tyre wear is going to be shot probably about lap 32, 33. So it is damaged reputations if he can't. Obviously, he's only got 6 seconds worth of penalties, depending on if he's had any of the stop-go penalties as well. That is the big question. So here we go, Pazio. Oh, Pazio's had a great exit at turn 1. So now should have a chance to try and close the gap onto Corey Snook, who's also getting the DRS train from Juan for 4th. Right, come on, guys. We want the 3 to bed. We want the 3 to bed. Oh. Cannot do it. They cannot do it now. So now, Corey Snook is a bit of a lock-up at 5th place. At the moment, we've got another time penalty. I did say at the start of the season, start of the race, sorry, not the start of the season, start of the race, this will be penalties galore. And now Wilson's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as well. So yeah, the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th are still anticipated, heated up massively. If you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live races itself. Kieran D's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So let me have a look at the penalties itself. Kieran D's got 9 seconds. So either way, whatever happens, he'll drop himself down to 7th as things stand, and you cannot afford to do that. It looks like Snook has had a bit of a moment to lose 6th. I can't say the words. Corey Snook has moved to 5th. Pazio's dropped down to 6th place, so this would be mad scenes. Let me go back to the penalties. Carlsberg's got no penalties at all. So either way, Kieran D will be hoping that Carlsberg will get 9 seconds worth of penalties to make it equal, but I doubt it very much. And also Fergus has got a 3-second time penalty. So whatever happens, he'll drop himself, possibly, depending on the conditions coming out now. So the current tyre wear, so all the drivers have all had at least one pit stop, which is the one predicted pit stop, unless you've had a collision or anything like that, which I'm guessing that's what happened with Dylan De Vries. Pazio's moved up to 5th. Oh my god, Corey Snook's going to have a chance 2 in the bed. We might have a 2 in the bed. Moment. Corey Snook's going to try and go around the outside. No, he's going to try to the inside switcheroo, but not enough. Not enough to get past Pazio. So Pazio will now try and push away from Corey Snook, who's in 6th place at the moment. Virtual safety car. We've got the virtual safety car. Dylan De Vries is out of the race. Oh my god. Kieran D is out also. So it's a shame for Kieran D. He'll have to try and bounce back next week. But now we've got a couple of virtual safety cars. So now Carsberry is now in 1st place. Wilson is in 2nd. This is a chat now. We should be going back up to live racing now. It looks like, oh my god, what's happened? Who was that? That gone wide. It looks like Juan. Juan's made a massive mistake and is now brought up to drop down to 6th place. So he'll be fuming. He'll be absolutely fuming. So now Corey Luke trying to close the gap onto Pazio again. And now Mikey. Green flags again. Green flags again. Juan and Leo Tool have dropped down a few positions. So something must happen from those two drivers. Well, Juan has dropped down. Juan has dropped himself right down to 11th. Leo Tool is back up to 8th. Sorry, no. Yes. Will you guys pick a position? Yeah. Hoshi's got a chance to try and make the move. Just as I was picking up, they don't pick the positions. And now Watkins is joining the party now. Wilson's getting close to Carlsberry again. I mean, I've been really impressed with Wilson, to be fair. He's been really good throughout the season. When he has been racing in the reserves itself, he has been stepping up a gear now and again, and he has produced some really good racing, and hence why he has won one of the races as well. Juan is out of the race as well, so Jerry Morris, Dylan De Vries, Kieran D and Juan are all out of the race, and they're out of their garages and packing their bags for, hopefully they'll try and bounce back for the British Grand Prix for next week as well. So as things stand, Carswell is holding on for first, Wilson's in second, Pazio's in third, Snook is in fourth, Mikey is in fifth, Rojas is in sixth place, Kreft is in seventh, Leo Tool is in eighth, Hoshi is in ninth, Watkins is in 10th, Faulkner is in 11th, and Conor Central is in 12th place. Leo Tool's got the 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so he'll be, even though he's in 8th place, I feel like he should have gone a little bit higher with his performances this season. I would have expected him to do well, but I don't know if it could be because it might be this is not his great track. I don't know. But either way, Mikey's moved himself up to 4th. Oh my god, Mikey. I tell you what, Mikey's really going for it. Just as I was going, two drivers have overtook themselves on the DRS straight. Mad. Mikey's had a good race, to be fair. He's having a great race. So Mikey is now challenging for Pazio for the last position spot. The last podium spot. Pazio's got a 3-second time penalty. So either way, if it stays like this, he will guarantee to get he will guarantee to get into the podium. Well, oh, Pazio! I need to have a look at what's happened. It looks like Pazio has... Yeah, Pazio's made a massive mistake. Yeah, Pazio's made a massive mistake in... I'm trying to catch him on the map, but... So now Pazio is out. So the two Red Bulls, who on their home turf, they are out. They're out of the race at the Austrian Grand Prix. They'll be having a few words from the bosses at the Red Bull crew as well. They will be fuming at the positions, what's happened tonight. They expected them to get into the top 5 tonight, but not enough, guys. Not enough from the Red Bull team itself. So, oh, is that you, Morris?
Yep, it's me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good evening to you, mate. I did not expect you to be on the comms box already. Yeah, just watching the battle itself. So, just seeing how Watkins can try and close the gap onto, I believe, Leo Tool for 7th place. But yeah, actually, while you're here, Morris, what actually happened from you? Because I saw the aftermath where you lost your back end and you hit the wall. So what actually happened from your point of view?
So, coming down into turn 4, I was a bit hesitant on the entry for some reason, and I took too much curb, so I got a warning for that for corner cutting. Then at the exit, the car was just unsettled. I was on the wrong line, and I just spun and hit the wall. There was warnings I got for the first 2 warnings. I was just hesitant because I was just nervous going to the corners, even though the car was good for me. So I felt like I really got good pace in that car because it's in the top 3 and had good pace. But fortunately, I just lost the car. I just hit the wall.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And it's a shame because I think you would have had some decent points tonight. To be fair, Morris. To be fair.
This track was really good for me, so I was hoping that I could get a good result and get some points to my name for the first time this season. But obviously not now. But I hope for another race to come because Austria was my favourite track, and I was really hoping to get a decent result here tonight.
Fair enough, and hopefully you'll bounce back next week at the British Grand Prix, all being well. It looks like Watkins is now going to try and make the move on the inside of turn 3. Does he make the move against Leo Tool? Oh, he's going to keep that car. Looks like Leo Tool with great exit at turn 3. Now I'm going to watch it from his point of view. He might have side beside, might have 2 in a bed. We've got a 2 in a bed moment. Now, 2 in a bed. Now we're going to go lock up at turn 4. Thanks to Jamie Morris. Oh, bit of contact between Leo Tool and Watkins. That could have been that could have been a nasty incident, shall we say, to be fair. So, again, that was another incident. Let's go back to the top 2. Because if Wilson can get ahead of Colesbury in this lap, this will be a chance for him to push. But with Colesbury has not had a penalty yet at all. He's been really consistent all race long, and this is a great chance for Wilson to get himself another win on his belt. But like I said, thanks to Morris who just popped in out of the blue. I did not expect that, but yeah, cheers for that, Morris, for his thoughts of what happened tonight of the race itself. So Watkins has dropped down to 8th. Leo Tool's moved up to 7th place now. Looks like Fergus needs to try and push. If he really wants to win this race, he needs to make the move done now, because that way he's got 3 laps to get himself ahead and try and build that gap, as long as he doesn't get any penalties. So here we go. Wilson now, he should have the slipstream. This is his opportunity. He's got a grey exit at turn 1. So here we go. Can Wilson try and make the move? No, he doesn't. Oh, this is mad. This is mad from... oh my God. Wilson needs to try and push. He really needs to push. If he really wants to win this race, he needs to push now. Time is running out. Fast lap of the race is for Harley Faulkner in the Williams with a 105.308 in 10th place. That's a good time from him, to be fair. But Watkins can have a chance. Watkins is going to have a chance to try and close the gap onto Leo Tool again for 7th place. But then again, you've got some good battles. Mikey's in 3rd now. And he's trying to keep the battle between himself and Corey Snook. So let's see what Watkins can try and do. We've got about 2 laps remaining, guys. So Watkins can try and close the gap. Snook is getting closer to Mikey for 3rd place. But this is heated up with a 3-car battle with Hazza in 8th to try and close the gap onto Leo Tool. Needs to push. Needs to push massively. Otherwise, Hoshi will try and pounce at this moment in time. Conor Settrell needs to try and hopefully someone will get another DNF so he gets his points tally in the session itself tonight. Mad scenes, to be fair. Just still watch this battle. We're on the penultimate lap, guys. So try and see if there's any other battles. It looks like Corey Snook is now finally be able to try and close the gap onto Mikey. Mikey with the soft tires. Robin Kraft has got 3-second time penalty. Oh my God, Snook has made the move into third. Oh, brilliant move. Well, either way, whatever happens, Corey Snook will not be holding on for third. Even though this would have been a great race, whatever happens tonight, it's been a great race for these guys. It looks like Corey Snook will only lose one position, unless I'm no, actually, he will not lose one position. He will lose a few positions, but hopefully, Corey Snook can now try and push on. We're on the final lap, guys. Now we're on the final lap. Wilson's now ahead of Colesbury, and he's probably knew that Wilson's got a penalty, so he's trying to ease off as much as possible. But Wilson needs to produce a lap that he has never ever done before to produce the gap. At this moment in time, sorry, we just got some technical difficulties. Looks like Colesbury now back himself into first. Wilson is in second place now, still watching this battle. It looks like the battle between the two Ferraris of Colesbury and Wilson, and then Snook and Mikey for first, second, third and fourth respectively. So now Colesbury is now going to come up to the final few corners now. He should be able to be a perfect lap. Brilliant drive from him. And what a drive from the flying Kimi Finn, who's just been absolutely brilliant. Oh! Oh my God! Congratulations to Colesbury. I am not saying about that. Wilson, I think he was celebrating finishing second, and because he crashed before the finishing line, he is out of the race itself. So he's out of the race. He's out of the race. Wilson will be fuming. Wilson will be fuming at that. So now, Mikey finishes in second. Colesbury finishes in first. Eduardo's now finished in third place. Brilliant drive from him. Really brilliant drive from him. Corey Snook in fourth place. We'll go through the standings in a moment too, guys. So bear with me a sec. The game says the driver of the day is Ryoma Hoshi. So it'll be out. Well, that's just really has shocked me, to be fair. Wilson, who's guaranteed to finish off in second, he does not finish in second. He's out of the race after that. It looked like, well done to Colesbury again. He's just gone. He'll now be the new Drivers' Championship leader after tonight, due to Kieran D cannot finish off the race itself. But here are your race classification for the Austrian Grand Prix. For the CWC Racing League, the F1 League, you got Colesbury, the flying Kimi Finn, in first. You got Mikey is in second. Eduardo is in third. Corey Snook is in fourth. Train Wow is in fifth. Hoshi is in sixth. Watkins is in seventh. Leroy is in eighth. Faulkner is in ninth. Carbs is in 10th. Wilson, 11th. Well, Wilson, Prezio, Juan, Kieran D, Dylan, and Jamie Morris. They are all out of the race with a DNF. And Carbs finally got his point after a struggling race tonight. So, absolutely mad race, to be fair, tonight. But don't go anywhere, guys. We will get the drivers into the chat for the commentators box to hear their thoughts of the race, and a bit of, like I said, just shocking, as in like shocking results, to be fair, because as in not bad or anything, but just shock, because I did not expect what's happened last minute. But Yeah, cheers for that, guys. Be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. Good evening, guys. We are back. Live exclusive for you guys for the commentators' view, and also to talk about the interviews with the top 3 drivers of Carlsberg, Mikey and also Eduardo, for their top 3 finishes tonight. All 3 drivers should be here, and they should be able to talk about their thoughts of the race. I need to speak to Carlsberg for that battle between himself and Wilson. And with Mikey banging out with Snookster, sorry. I said Snooker. Snooker Loopy on that one, to be fair. But Snookster, should we say. So, and then also Eduardo for a brilliant drive from him tonight, to be fair. So, guys, are you all set, ready to go? Yeah?
Yes.
Nice one, nice one. So I'll be talking to Carlsberg first, then Mikey, and then Eduardo. The flying Kimi Finn of Carlsberg. How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, good, you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Tell us about your thoughts of your battle with Wilson. That was a really good battle throughout the race. Do you agree?
Do you mean Transformer?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry. I don't remember the name. But, yeah, good battle. I had to save tires quite a bit, and I don't know, it was a good couple laps. He was low on ERS, so kind of a easy overtake on the last lap, but yeah, I don't know, kind of cautious race, no warnings, or maybe one, but just saving tires and fuel, came home.
Yeah, but to be fair though, as you was just about to say, actually, you've driven without any penalties tonight. You've banged out with Wilson. Surely that was, and also this will be your race now at the halfway marker, shall we say, of getting ahead of your title challenger of Kieran D. So this is the real Carlsberg now, pushing on now to get your second title of the double bounce back to back. Do you agree?
Yeah, I hope so. That's the aim, so looking good right now, but one race at a time.
Fair enough, mate. Well done for tonight. wish you all the very best of luck for next week at I believe it's the British Grand Prix, unless you guys tell me wrong, but it should be the British Grand Prix anyway. So, Carlsberry, congratulations on your win, and
Thank you.
and you are, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you are now the new Drivers' Championship leader after Kieran Dees out of the race earlier on. Well, I say earlier on, about just later on in the race itself. But well done for tonight, brilliant stuff. Mikey, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing all fine for this race. Jeez, I don't know where to start. I mean, I didn't have a great qualifier. I started P11, I think.
Yeah.
But then I fought my way to the top with some great battles with Snookster and Watkins as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I think this was just pure luck again, just like Bahrain, also starting from the back and going to the podiums. So.
Yeah, I think from what I saw a couple of times, you was having some great battles. The more I was more battling out, pointing out more so is the battle between yourself and Snook. Obviously, Snook had penalties, obviously, but you two kept it as if you had no penalties. So, was that your best battle tonight? Would you say?
You could say that as my best battle, yeah. I mean, before that I didn't really battle too much. I was more stuck behind DRS trains, Lipsum trains. So, yeah, I think that was my best battle, since it's only 1v1 and not 1v2, so.
Fair enough. But as you was mentioning about the qualifying, would you, if you had been in a better position, do you think it would have been a different story tonight instead of finishing second, or do you think it would have been different?
If I didn't start P11, if I had started P8 or P7, I must have started on the soft compound, and then the whole story is completely different. Because then I pit earlier. The VSC shouldn't have helped me then, because the VSC helped me with my pit stops. While I was on the medium tires, so I think that would have been very, very nasty for me.
Yeah, absolutely, and it would have been, as you said, it would have been a different story, but it's just your performance and going through the pack which has got you into the podium tonight again, as you said, from Bahrain itself. But you've driven a magnificent race again tonight, so and you closing the gap now. You should be able to close the gap now onto Kieran D, who's dropped to second now. With the Drivers' Championship between those two drivers of Carlsberg and Kieran D, do you believe he got a chance of getting second, or do you think it's a bit of a push at the minute?
I mean, at the minute, Kieran D and Carlsberg are still the fastest on the grid, so I think that's too much of a push for now.
But you're in third place at the time of asking in the standings, and correct me if I'm wrong as well. So that's still impressive stuff, to be fair, considering you said you wanted to get a kickstart your season, and I feel like you have done. Do you agree with that?
No, I mean, I probably could have been way better with my practice. I do not practice that much anymore, so I guess that's where my pace is falling away.
Fair enough. I'm just going to say thank you for joining tonight. You did a brilliant job of finishing in second place. And again, as I said to Carlsberg, I wish you all the very best of luck for next week's British Grand Prix as well. Thank you very much for joining tonight, Mikey. You can stay if you want, you can shoot off, it's up to you. But thank you very much for joining tonight, mate. Well done. You've got Eduardo. How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yes, hello. I am good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. My voice is gone after all the battles galore, shall we say? But You did a great race, I think, tonight, with some battles that I saw a few times, but is this one of your best tracks, would you say?
No, this is not one of my best. I was struggling with the setup,
Yeah.
so this was difficult for me. But you know, I am experienced driver, so in the end, you feel a bit of pressure. But I was only focused on Snookster. And I did not expect the P3, to be honest, because in final lap I received 2 warning.
Yeah.
So I was lucky I did not get 3rd warning.
Yeah, because if you had that, it would have been a little bit different, to be fair. But
Yes.
but obviously, with everything going on from Track Formula, aka Wilson, who I think he was trying to celebrate his 2nd place, and then he just completely crashed just before, about 10 minutes before the start finishing line straight. So, would you have done anything different to get 3rd? Like, would you have done it a little bit different tonight? I know you got 3rd place because of a mistake from Wilson, but do you feel like you could have done a little bit better, or do you think this was the best that you could have done tonight? To be fair.
No, this was my pace tonight, and I don't think that I would go any faster because I was already struggling with tires a bit. And no, this was my maximum pace, I have to say. And I don't know, because Trap Formula Wilson, I thought his car crossed the line, so I was like,
No.
I saw him retire from session. But I see the car already crossed the line. I see on the mini-map.
But
And I was like...
Yeah.
Huh?
No, what was you saying? Sorry. I do interrupt, sorry. What did you say? Carry on. Sorry.
No problem. I was thinking that is a strange situation. And yes, I was very lucky today.
Absolutely. From our screens, from the stream itself, he crashed just before the start finishing line, and then it said out, so it didn't officially made him cross over the line in 2nd,
Yes.
theoretically. So that's why I said tonight was your best ever performance as well. So
Yes, I think so. Yes, I agree with you.
nice one. You're doing very well, to be fair, with the Alpha Towers. Is it Alpha Tower? Sorry.
Yes, it's all about
Yeah, as I said earlier in the season, I said, oh, you guys would struggle, you and Hoshi would struggle. But now you've proved me wrong with your performances lately in the racing. Do you feel like you've got the ability to move yourself, as a constructors team, move yourself up a bit in the mid-pack, would you say, this season?
Yes, definitely. I would say mid-pack is a good place, but I was actually aiming for top 4, but you know, those teams, they are really fast, and we are not driving for podium every week, so
Yeah.
I think it's not possible. But to battle with Mercedes for I think the P5 is realistic, and Hoshi is a really good teammate, and we push each other and we help each other in a race.
Fair enough, mate. Well done for tonight. Well done for your 3rd podium. Out of luck, you would agree? You would have been out of
I
luck
agree,
by luck.
yes.
So, but yeah, overall, well done for tonight. I think you've done a good race tonight, and keep going, and wish you all the very best of luck for next week and throughout the remainder of the season, mate. Well done for tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to Carlsberry, Mikey, and Eduardo for their top 3 interviews for tonight. Just a bit of a recap, I'm just reading some of the comments quickly before I stop the stream. There's not been much comments actually. Oh, Kira D had to shoot off. Thierry has shown what you've got, Robin and Eduardo. That's Thierry D Lani, if that's how you pronounce it. So we've got some fans as well, to be fair. But yeah, Track Formula said Seeds. Yeah, that is the scene shock, to be fair, from your side, mate, because you've lost the second place, pretty much. You lost the second place, and it would have been decent points for the Racing Point team as well. So, yeah, it's just shocked me, to be fair, because you can't afford to do that at all, and you can't afford to lose that because it's now brought all the players and moved themselves up one place or two places, wherever, out of nowhere, which they didn't expect to get points more than what they expected tonight. But yeah, well done to Carlsbury, Mikey and Eduardo for their top three tonight. For the final thing, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe to the League Racing TV channel for all the live races itself. Check them out, guys. The F2 League was already done tonight. Check them out if you want to watch it back. Also, check out for the remainder of the week for the TTML for Divisions 1 to 5 on Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays. And then you got the EML Formula 1 and Formula 2 for the Esports Masters League on Wednesday nights. And also you got the TTML Formula 2, which is the F2, proper F2 league as well, on the Sunday nights at 8 PM. Check them out, guys. Check them out. It will be a massive boost. I'm going to shoot off, and I hope everyone's had a good evening. Yeah, sad day for what happened yesterday with the loss of the one of the greatest ever commentators ever, of Murray Walker, who sadly passed away at the age of 97. Of all drivers, I'd like to thank everyone at CWC for respecting and holding on in the garages for 1 minute. And yeah, so he is without doubt one of the best commentators ever, and I wish everyone, condolences to the Walker family as well. So yeah, it's just a sad day, but we brought some epic battles from everyone off the CWC Racing League tonight at the Austrian Grand Prix. Next week we're at the British Grand Prix. Let's see who will try and take the crown at the home ground at Silverstone as well. Cheers for that, guys. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.